What's up, fam, man? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. To everybody who is new to the channel, today we will be breaking down risk management, entries, all that kind of stuff. Just giving y'all some basic information on confluences and why you should take trades and how to set up a plan and everything. It's really quick because I want y'all to watch it and be able to like indulge and really learn from it. I don't want to just talk your ears off. I want to get straight to the point. So make sure you tune in, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what y'all want to see next. And as I mentioned in the video, I will be coming up with a course. And it's not like a course. It'll be more so just, hey, candles, this supply and demand, breaking down strategy and concepts really simple so you can implement them immediately and start making money in these markets. So enjoy the video. Let me know what y'all think and make sure you watch it because I put a lot of time into these videos. I got y'all. Video, I want to make it as quick for y'all. As we know, if you watched the last video, I will be coming out with not necessarily a course, but I'll be dropping videos like one by one, which would be kind of like filler videos. I'll put them off to the side. I just want people to watch them, learn from them. They'll probably all be under 10 minutes, similar to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about why time is super important, having a hierarchy of confluences, meaning, which I'll explain, risk management, which is the most important, and then only focusing on what's happening on a day-to-day basis and not trying to like forecast the market. So with that being said, let's start with risk management. And more so, I can't really dive deep into a PowerPoint stuff, but when it comes to risk management, it's really simple. Like all we want to understand is the fact that I got a 100K account, I got a 50K account. 1% of that account is, $1,000. I haven't risked $1,000 on that account yet, not even on the challenge, right? Not even close to it. I haven't risked 0.5%, which is $500. So what I'm saying is I can afford to lose a couple of times. I can afford to lose a couple of times, and still not even break the bank, basically, like nothing happens. So when it comes to risk management, you always want to look at it from a percentage. I got a large amount of capital, but a lot of people have like 2,000, 1,500, $100, right? So when you get to those under 5,000, under $10,000 really of capital, it's hard to just risk 1% and really feel like you're making profit. So you always want to just have your risk management intact. How much are you risking per trade? What are you targeting per trade? For example, I'm risking on the buy, I'm risking $250 maximum, maybe $125. I'm going 1 to 2, and then I'm done. I don't need anything else. So I make 2 times my money. And sometimes I might scale in. So I might risk like 125 and then I'll scale in on this candle and then I'm making however 2 times that money or whatever it is. So you might not initially risk what you want to fully risk, which is really good because I used to be like, I risk $1,000 per trade, but if you risk that $1,000 per trade and you lose, then it might be a nice setup that you could take, but then you're scared to take it. You're fearful because you might be fearful of losing 2% on a day when you could have just risked 250, potentially lost. Now you're down 250. If you risk another 250 on the next trade, is a beautiful setup, and then you go 1 to 2, you make 500. Now you up 250 on the day. So it's all about managing our risk. We want to preserve our capital before anything, and that's the most important thing. So I could go deeper into risk management later, but that is the most important. If you don't know, go watch videos on it. I have an actual PowerPoint video, and somewhere in my Smart Money Go course is in the playlist. Just go look at it, and that'll give you all the information on that. Now, when we're talking about time and hierarchy of confluences, so time is the most important thing. For example, this buy right here I caught, right? I want y'all to pay attention to all my entries that I'm about to show y'all in this past couple of days. Time is the most important thing. This trade was not only valid because of other confluences, but time was the most important. This candle dropped. Let's go to the 15 actually, so you can see a little bit more, like as far as candle by candle. But at this candle, we was in this level at 4 in the morning, right? I'm not interested. 7 o'clock, I'm not really that interested. 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'm very interested. So once we started getting deep into this level at 7:30, which is basically it's during my session, almost like a little bit before my session, I took this. The reason why I took this at 7:30 is because I believe that 8:30, 9 o'clock, we were going to get a push. As you can see, 7:45, 8 o'clock, get a push, reject. So as 9 o'clock coming around, top of the hour, we fly away and we hit our target like it was nothing, right? So now we just using time to our advantage. So say, for example, at 8:30, I can show you examples of 8:30, 8 o'clock actually giving us that strong move or that strong move down. But in this case, we didn't get that at 8:30. So my next time window will be for that push to come is 9 to 9:30, which from here, look, 9, 9:15, 9:30, we get a huge candle, right? Same thing over here where I took these buys right here. So nice demand level. I literally took the entry right here, and this is on Wednesday, the day before 4th of July. Put my stops right here at this imbalance, and then we just wanted to target these highs. Simple, simple trade, right? The price come down to this level at what time? 8:30. As long as now it could have easily at 8:30 gave us a nice push to the downside. That's not for me to decide who's going to step in the market. But I know at 8:30, if I am looking for buys and I like this level, then I'm gonna play this level. You understand? So we're gonna look at this level. We get a nice sweep right here. It actually swept these lows, and I actually wanted it to come into this imbalance more, but it actually held this level beautifully, and that's what it did. But 8:30, 8:45, 9 to 9:30, and look at 9:30, we get a big push in the market at 9:30. Again, the same exact thing replicated. So if it's not happening at 8:30, I know that my time, okay, 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, 10:30, because as you can see up here, if we go a little further, right, move this out the way, 9:45, 10, 10:15 to 10:30. Look at this. You get a rejection, you get another rejection, and then at 10:30, blow through the water, right? So understand time is the most important confluence you can have. Here on a Friday, right? I expected price to come into a deeper level here, and I thought we were going to buy. We rejected this level at 8:30 a.m. So I took my trade knowing that 8:30, and I put it was a beautiful trade. That's backwards. At 8:30 a.m. right here, I got in, put my stop right here, and all I did was target these Asia lows right here. Simple, simple trade, right? But the reason I took this trade is because I know at 8:30 we could potentially get some volume. And if we don't buy up, when I seen this candle reject the way it did and it started to show some bearishness and I got in bearish, I assumed at 8:30 we would take this, and then the 9:30, 10 o'clock push will give us the push into this higher time frame supply level over here, which we tapped into. And as you can see, when we tapped into that, it fell, right? So it's all really simple. Another example of time again. Let's see. So let's see here. Now this one was a little bit, a little bit more different because it took a while. So it was a nice imbalance candle here. I broke this video down. It's a small trade, but it was a beautiful trade. Stops at something like this, a little deeper, like something like that. Wasn't 1 or 2, but price pushed down, got here at 9 o'clock a.m., right? What happened? 9 o'clock a.m. we rejected. I'm taking the buys, right? 9:30 is gonna give me my push. 10 o'clock going into that, and what happened? We got here before 10 by 10 o'clock. Easy peasy, and you get out the trade. It's nothing else for you to go. Now that's time. Time is most important. If you don't know anything else, understand time. Same thing. I took these buys here to this midnight price. This candle was at 9:30, but actually what I did was enter here. No, where is it? Here. No, at 80, no, yeah, it was. Oh, it was on this candle. Tripping. So I did enter on this candle, and there was a lot of space below here, which I was worried about, but we rejected this level at 9:30. If we bullish, the push is coming at 9:30. So understanding that time is more important than anything else. I got in the markets, and look, it was a beautiful, simple trade. It did take a while. Got there, what, 12 o'clock or so, right? Almost 12 o'clock, but it got there and it pushed up and did its thing. So as you all know, the last thing I want to mention really quick, or the last two things, because I know I want to get through this quick for y'all, but and have shorter videos so y'all can watch them. But you also want to have a hierarchy of confluences. So mine's, I look for a break of demand or supply. I look for a sweep of liquidity, and I look at time. But when I say a hierarchy, it's like if you don't have time, then no, you don't take the trade at all. If you got time and you got liquidity rested in there, but liquidity wasn't sweat, but you could target the liquidity and you got to break a supply and demand, and maybe you could take that trade, right? So for example, with this trade here that I took down here, we had on NAS, technically, we didn't have the full sweep, right? We didn't have a full sweep. Now on MNQ, we did have a full sweep, but here we didn't. So we didn't technically get our sweep of liquidity on NAS. So this could have went lower, right? This could have been equal lows liquidity. But we did do what? We broke supply right here, which on M&Q was a supply level that was broken. And then time aligned with our buys and our supply demand flip right here. So if time wasn't aligned and it was like 2 o'clock p.m., 11 o'clock a.m., I would not have taken this trade. But because we were such a prime time, we got midnight price in here. And then, you know, we got to break a supply and demand. Oh, potentially we don't have a sweep of liquidity. I know that we target liquidity. I know that we have liquidity rested in these levels. So we have a reason to go higher. So you always want to have a confluence of something. But for example, this trade here was a beautiful, beautiful setup. It was a re-entry off the initial buy that I got, but that buy came at 1 o'clock p.m. You can take this trade and you see that it ran up and did really well, but on some days it might tag you and then sit in that area or reverse completely. You know what I mean? Because the prime time of that session is not in play. So understand when I say a hierarchy, you want to say, hey, what's my most important? What is the things I want to see? And then align them. Okay, I want to see time. I want to make sure time is aligned. I want to see our break of supply and demand. I want to see a liquidity sweep, liquidity to target, and a true reason to go higher or lower, right? Once you have those things and you have the order that you want to see them in and they come in that order, they might not always be perfect to a T, but just having a hierarchy and have one of those things, which could be time, is like, hey, if time is not aligned, I don't get in the market. If it's not during my session, I'm not getting in the market. You know, that's number one. That's part of risk management. That's part of understanding. You don't always want to be vulnerable to these markets. And you know, that's really it when it comes to having a hierarchy. Just understand what you're looking for and then put them in a 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many it is category. And if one of them is not there, that most important one, the trade is less of a high quality trade. The second thing not there, less of a high quality trade. Third thing not there, less of a high quality trade. If you got all of them, you checking them off, then that trade becomes more and more high quality and something that you could put the risk on for and be able to you know, pay for, you know, pay to play basically. And the last thing I want to explain is a lot of people I read the daily every single day, right? But people read the daily and say, well, this broke this and this happened and this happened. No, understand what the daily is doing at the moment. When daily was here, I was like, hey, listen, man, we potentially going bullish or we going bearish. Let me go to my 1 hour and see what we looking like on the day. Simple. On the day that I thought we could potentially go bearish, we ended up sweeping liquidity to the left, took these lows, broke broke supply, come back to this level, we take the buys. You understand? Like if I was a swing trader, look at the entry that I would have had. And I used to swing trade, but I don't anymore because, you know, the funding company that I'm with. But these are things that you just looking at a day. This slices is midnight. So these is one session. If you can just dictate what's going to happen during that session, that's all you need. You do not need to know what's going to happen after, when it's going to consolidate, what's going to happen after that, where is it going next. It's not important. Figure out where that session is going to probably head to, have a high quality and reasons why, a confluence of things to why you believe it's going to go that way, and leave it at that. You don't need to focus on, oh, the market's going to do this and it's going to do this, potentially come here and then do this. No, it doesn't matter. Read what you see on the charts and focus on how you can adapt and implement your strategy to what you see on the chart. So with that being said, I don't want to talk your ears off, but that's all I wanted to say. Just take it day by day. If you do want this indicator, quote unquote, it's just like cutting off the sessions. It is the ICT New York Open. It is just break everything up. And then the opposite one is the Asia session midline. If y'all want to tutorial on how to use Asia session, I could definitely help y'all with that. Just let me know in the comments. And make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a subscribe. I appreciate everybody who be subscribing to the channel, tuning in, and I hope y'all love this video. I hope y'all watch most of this video, and it's gonna benefit y'all. So I'll see y'all soon. And so with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. You know, there's a lot of work put into that video. I just get on there and really just give y'all genuine. I map out some stuff and stuff I want to hit on, but these are points that's important. So I hope y'all watch it again, and just learn something from it. Share it with a friend. If you liked it, if you learned something, make sure you just leave me a comment below. I really appreciate that. And let me know if y'all like more of these with a mixture of some vlog style stuff, what's going on in the life. I be working, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who's been joining the fam, and welcome to the team. We just trying to help. We trying to make money in the markets. I'm not here to sell y'all nothing. I just want to help who I can help, and hopefully people benefit from this. So I'll see y'all soon. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and stay blessed. God is great always. Never forget that.